Welcome back to another reloading and rambling here on the Gun Dungeon. Today I'm sitting here loading up some nickel case 357 Magnums with some 125 grain XTPs. I just think that's such a pretty round. That XTP, oh come on. There we go. That XTP and that nickel case, that's just pretty. I know, I'm weird. I just enjoy nickel case stuff. It just looks pretty. But today's topic, y'all better be getting prepared. Whether it's ammo, food, water, whatever have you. I just want to bring it up. This is a Hornady case, ain't it? Yep. Here's something that I've noticed. I've got a couple of them here. These Hornady nickel case. Look at the difference here. I'll grab one of these other ones here. You can see it doesn't seat nearly as deep, and there's virtually no roll crimp compared to this one. See the difference? You can see the difference there in the two. You can see a whole lot more of the cantilever in that Hornady brass. The Hornady nickel brass is substantially shorter than all the others, and my dies are set for the others, so I'll set those to the side as I go along, and then I'll come back and do a little something different there to those. But pain in the butt is what it is. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. And I'm not talking about some doomsday type stuff. I'm talking about standard election years in the United States. And isn't that sad? Isn't it sad that that's actually something that we have to worry about? But if you think about it, it seems like every time an election cycle comes around, there's always some bull crap we got to deal with. And let's not pretend like this one's going to be any different. There's a whole lot higher stakes involved this year because, you know, Trump running again. And same thing. Trump running again. We know they do not want Trump being back in office, especially after everything's been done. They're not going to let Trump win. Trump is not going to win the 2024 election. If he does, I will come back and admit how wrong I was. But they're not going to let it happen. It's just not going to be something that they will allow to happen. And, you know, like I said, it being election year, we got to be prepared because we don't have a clue what's coming. I've seen something really, really crazy that I hope isn't something that we have to deal with. But have you seen the new COVID strain that China's cooking up over there that's 100% lethal to humanized mice, whatever that is, but 100% lethal. Now, if they couldn't keep the last one contained and it accidentally got out last election cycle, what makes you think they're going to be able to keep this one contained this election cycle? Now, I'm not implying it was on purpose or anything. Nor that this one would be on purpose or anything. But, you know, between that, all the crap happening down on the border with Texas and, you know, threats of using military against United States citizens, United States National Guard. Guys, this stuff this stuff happens on purpose. And I know last time everybody got caught. That's a 38 special breath. Everybody got caught with their pants down and didn't have enough toilet paper. Let's hope that's the least of our worries this time around. That we're fighting over Charmin instead of water or other necessities that we may need. I get nervous election cycle years because they don't even try to hide their corruptness anymore. Neither side is playing by the rules. Neither side is playing in our favor as citizens. That can make you mad all you want to, but you know it's true as well as I do. They don't give, as long as we're voting, that's all they care about. And honestly, I'm to the point where I don't think they even care about that because I'm not so sure that voting is an obstacle for them anymore. Just my honest opinion. It's going to be, how can we, it's turned into, what can we get by with that won't set off some sort of uprising? That's essentially what it's turned into. And I hate that. But I don't think there's going to be any going around it. I don't think there's any going back. I don't think either side wants to play ball. I don't think there's a middle ground to be spoke of that anybody wants to go to. I'm just telling you, as viewers and people that are like-minded and people that I want to see be okay. Wow. We're going to toss that brass. People that I want to see be okay, you better be prepared. You better have a contingency plan. And I'm not just talking about toilet paper. I'm not just talking about guns and ammo either. I'm talking about have your crap in order. I mean, let's just think of this just for a second. We'll jump back to that 100% lethal strain. Guys, what do you do if that does get loose? What is there that you can do? The only thing you could do is stay away from anybody and everyone until everybody else was just gone. So that means 100% quarantining. And if you have the provisions to do that, unfortunately, that also means protecting those provisions. Because people that don't have it are going to want it. And everybody trying to stay away from everybody else, we ain't talking about, you know, before, whenever the cough was, what, less than 2% lethal, we still had, freaking Hornady case, we still had essential employees and stuff going to work. Something that's 100% lethal, you think any employee is going to find themselves essential enough to go out there and risk 100% lethal virus? Ain't nobody going to work. There ain't going to be no power. There ain't going to be no grid. There ain't going to be no water. There ain't nobody going to work. Truck drivers ain't going to work. Grocery stores ain't going to work. Food markets ain't going to work. There's nobody out there that has a job other than maybe our U.S. military. That looks wrong. That thinks it's worth my life to go to work today and run across something that's 100% lethal. I mean, even the military knows better than to do that. Even the military knows better than, that had media in it, that's why that was too full looking. But even the military knows better than to walk into something that's 100% lethal. I mean, they're not going to intentionally go into an ambush or into something they know it's going to not let them come home that evening or back to base or whatever. I mean, that's just stupid. Nobody's going to do that. You're going to be on your own if something like that breaks out. I mean, if some sort of, oh, here's another thing too, guys. Some sort of civil war were to happen, you know, spurred by the events happening on the border, declare emergency, postpone the election, whatever you got to do with the election to, you know, throw some curveballs in there to where outright cheating and outright just in your face, we're going to do what we want to, isn't so obvious. And here's something to think about too. Hollywood's releasing a new movie called Civil War. And it just so happens to be about a war inside the United States that starts with Texas and, ironically, California. I don't ever see them two teaming up, but you never know. Daggone it. But you never know. But, you know, it's foretelling in itself, and it goes to show you that even Hollywood's thinking about it. Even the elites. It's in their mind. It's somewhere in there for it to even become an idea for a movie. And it's awful ironic that it's coming out here very, very soon during election year. So, I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer or, you know, the sky is falling type, but I saw a meme that kind of interested me the other day that said something along the lines of, let's see, what was it? The 2020 election. It was the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl that year. There were some other correlations that was exactly the same. I forget what the other ones were, but shoot, I can't think of it right now. I'll find it and post it at the end of this video. But everything was the same except for COVID so far, essentially. But, you know, I don't know what to expect. So all I can tell you is to be prepared and expect anything. Because I don't think anything is off the table when it comes to them crooked, corrupt, nasty, vile, perverse pieces of trash that sit inside of our Congress and inside of DC. It goes to give you a little insight what I think about politicians. But I don't know, guys. We got scary times coming. We got scary times coming, no matter what happens. And let's look at our two presidential candidates and just think about it for a second. If either one of them wins, say Biden wins, and that's our president for the next 4 years. Guys, I'm not trying to sound like I'm against old people or anything like that. But look how far he has degraded in just these last 3 years. Like, it was bad when he got elected. Like, he was, it was a bad deal when he got elected. As far as his cognitive ability and all that, as I say here, sitting here barely stumbling over my speech. But I'm doing something. I'm preoccupied. But anyways, you know, he's gotten bad in the last 3 years. What's he going to be like in another 4 years? So, what's that mean for our country? Then, you know, that just looks funny. I'll put that over here. Then, you know, you've got the potential for Trump to win. And look what happened last time Trump won. The entire left lost their minds. I mean, that when Trump won the first time, the left got scary. They got united. I'll give them that. That's something that the Republicans have not done anytime recently. But, you know, Trump wins, we got to deal with all that again. I don't see anything good coming. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't see us ever in the near future stepping back and being like, you know what, this has been a good couple of years. Everything's just worked out great for the country, blah, blah, blah. Middle East ain't trying to blow each other up. You know, that's another thing. I mean, we're firing shots at Iranian terrorists and all this stuff. But guess what? In 2022, I believe it was. Something wrong here. No, we're good. In 2022, I believe it was, Iran and China signed an agreement that was like 20 years long, basically ensuring the prosperity of both countries. So here we go. We're getting into a fight with little brother, and big brother ain't gonna be happy about it. We all know China wants to do something with Taiwan. All the unrest in the Middle East, you know, Ukraine, Russia's still going on. And if I was a Chinese dictator, I'd be a lot shorter and my eyes would look different. But if I was a Chinese dictator and I was looking to do something that was going to upset nations globally, I would probably do it right before a huge election cycle in the greatest country, the greatest superpower on the planet at the moment, especially while there's weak leadership. So, you know, just another thing to be thinking about, to be prepared for. And like I said, I don't want to come off of some, you know, the sky's falling, Chicken Little type, but election cycles are scary in the United States, and you need to be prepared. That's all there is to it. You need to sit down, truly consider some of the things that could potentially come out of this, where your weaknesses are, where you may be lacking in self-preservation and start fixing them, because you got a short period of time to do it, guys. So that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, hit my sponsors up, join my Patreon, all that good stuff to support TGD, because I'm planning on doing this full time in the next, I don't know, 3 to 22 years. So until next time, guys, stay tuned.